I'm Kara, and I am putting together 2 containers for a client, and so I just thought it would be fun to show that to you and also to show you the plants that I have, because I garden in a zone 9. So zone 9 means really hot during the summers, like 90 to 100, and right now we're mid-October and it's still mid-80s. So a lot of light and a lot of heat for these plants, and then additionally in the winter we don't always get down to freezing. So we can, like about 30 degrees, but it's kind of hit or miss. So for instance, last year we never froze. So I think that what I have here are all really adaptable plants that are going to do really well this fall in my clients' containers. So the first one I have is this Coleus, which is called Flamethrower Habanero. And I totally love it because it can handle the heat, it can handle the sun, but it can also be full shade. So I've planted it in both locations, and it's been totally successful. So I think this will look really nice as the thriller in these pots. Additionally, I have some nice fall foliage with this lovely white cabbage, and oh my, who doesn't love these little ornamental chilies? They're just so adorable. I have some mums, which I purposely buy closed so that the client can really enjoy the flowers at her own house. And then 2 filler plants, some of these beautiful velvety deep pansies, or sorry, violas, and then some more smaller white cabbage if needed to kind of fill the space. And then lastly, I have this loose strife Goldilocks, or Creeping Jenny, and I think it will just look so beautiful next to this green pot with its kind of lime green color, and that will just spill over. Another thing to quickly discuss is water. So we have 2 options when it comes to water, in my opinion, which is either use self-watering containers or convert your pots into self-watering containers, which I'm sure I'll do a video on one day. Or as is the case here, her pots are going to be next to her drip line, so I can just tap into that. So I'll be prepping these pots with 1/4 inch drip line tubing up through the drainage hole in the bottom. Let's see, you can see here. And then bringing that up through the top and setting up the irrigation up here, with leaving like some lag at the end so that when we get to her house we can tap in. So we'll put this together and we'll see what it looks like when we're done. All right, so first what I'm going to be doing is, actually I don't need gloves, doing the drip tubing. So I'll pull that out. And we will just run a little bit through the bottom of here, of the pot. And then we'll just make sure we have enough that it won't be a problem to do a variety of things. Then I'm also just gonna cut some off the end here. We can always add more later. And that's that. We have dirt. I shop at Sloat, so that's where all of this potting soil and all of these plants come from. So just a quick note about Sloat. I love Sloat. It's a Bay Area garden center, and the reason why I love it is because when I started gardening, I had my whole property to redo basically, and that is a lot of money, and so to think about buying plants and having them die seemed kind of overwhelming at that scale. And then I found out that Sloat has a 100% lifetime guarantee of all of its plants. I mean, that's incredible. So that's what totally pulled me in to their garden center, and I've been very happy with everything. I mean, for the most part, my plants obviously have done really well, but for those that have died, I get a second go. And so that is what keeps me, going with their great guarantee. Additionally, the plants that I get there are always really healthy, and they have a lot of variety, so that works well too.